What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer, and I think I know what I want to start with today. I don't think I have a run request for this, but I was having a conversation with some people in my Discord server. It'll be in the description if you'd like to join it. It's a community of kind, like-minded people. So, you know, just join it if you're cool, if you're chill, if you just kind of want to, I don't know, have a place to chill with and relax with people and talk about the channel or just Skul in general or even other things. We have a lot of discussion topics you could come and just hang out and talk about with. But yeah, enough chilling there. I was talking with people about the mage. Also, sorry for standing there for so long. I was pulling up the run request list to see if I had a mage run request. Specifically, I want his arrow ability. And I'm not necessarily committing to this because I know we've done a lot of mage recently, but he is one of the more interesting things to come out of 1.7.3. Let me control find mage. That's damage. Damage again. Damage. Damage. Okay, yeah, there is no mage. Well, in that case, I'm flying solo. However, also, excuse me, I had to mute and burp. Like I said, I'm always going to keep it real with you guys. I'm never going to lie. I burped. But you won't hear it because I'm not going to subject you guys to that. Okay, so with that, hopefully you didn't hear that. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. What a horrific start, guys. I promise I'm not going to do this to you guys the whole video, okay? I have some ginger ale here. I'm enjoying a nice cup of ginger ale at the end of a long day. Maybe we could take the bomber. Just don't be risky upgrade. Miniature bombs will do. There is a really cool build you can do with miniature bombs. I've done it before. It's like just insanely kind of like absurdly powerful. It's like a ability spam build. If we ended up going that route, we would probably not use the mage that much. However, it's a really fun build, so I might try for it. I just picked these both up to maybe go an arson route, but we've also done a ton of arson. But once again, of all the things in 1.7.3 that changed, I think arson's the most interesting of them, which is why I play this so much. Also, we've set ourselves up for a horrific early game, by the way. We have no active abilities to work with on our secondary Skul. He just runs around with his head cut off. And the mage is a Skul that you want to swap with a lot because it gives him mana the quickest. So we've set ourselves up for disaster here. As long as I hold it together the best I can, hopefully all will work out. But also you see there, casting animations can be quite long on this Skul as well. Mage has a lot of fundamental issues. I've talked about it plenty at this point. A lot of new players don't like Mage, and guess what? Perfectly valid opinion. If you're a new player and you're struggling to figure out how to play this Skul, it's because he's not new player friendly. Probably one of the least new player friendly Skuls in the whole game. And that is a big competition, so why can't I move? I'm still struggling to move. I alt-tabbed for like a little itty-bitty second, so I think it kind of screwed with my controls a little bit. Let's see if we can get both these guys. Thank you for moving closer to me. Though I think we would have gotten them regardless. I did an arson run on stream today, and it was extremely powerful. I don't know, I like arson. So many cool, interesting item changes made arson just pop off. Much more than it was in the past. Let's see if we can get this guy. If you can find situations like that with Bomber in the early game, normally early game Bomber is horrific, especially without Kaboom. It's like genuinely terrible without Kaboom, which is why I said we've set ourselves up here for a really, really difficult early game. Because both these Skuls are bad early game. But I don't know, what if I'm up for a challenge? The second we get the Bomber to unique, or the Mage to unique as well, it becomes a lot easier. But Bomber's going to be the priority upgrades. And also, we could always find like a Nat Legendary or something that sets me down a completely different path. That's the fun thing about Skul. Like, every time I see someone in, like, say, the Steam reviews complaining about the RNG, I have to wonder if because it's very possible that some people could stumble across Skul the Hero Slayer and have never played a roguelite before because the game is just kind of like a cool 2D action platformer that kind of has like an appealing art style and stuff. So it's possible that you could stumble into this game and not know what roguelites are and the nature of roguelites. But I do see a lot of people complain about not being able to find the stuff they want on this game. And it's like, I mean, it's a roguelite, man. That's what they it's RNG. That's the whole point of the game. An endless gameplay loop created through scenarios, different scenarios being created through RNG. My favorite genre of game. I mean, clearly, because this is what the channel is based around. By the way, you guys had very positive responses to me talking about playing other games on this channel. I think with that, I'm probably almost certainly going to be playing... oh, okay, that's a wonderful item to get. I'm going to be playing Astral Ascent once I get good at it. I'd like to at least get my first normal mode victory before I bring Astral Ascent to the channel. I don't really like playing games on this channel where I'm bad at them. It makes me feel bad. I was about to say weak, but I don't know. It just makes me feel like I'm... Like, you could go to any other person to get a better experience is the way I look at it whenever I'm playing a game that I'm not good at. Whereas you come here to watch me play Skul the Hero Slayer because I'm pretty good at Skul the Hero Slayer. Oh, also, someone yelled at me for boasting and saying I'm the LeBron James of Skul. Fair enough. I've said this before when it comes to other jokes I've done. Any joke can get old fast if I do it too much. So more than likely moving forward, I'm not going to do that as much. They also told me I'm bad in shops. Complete disagree there. Like, straight disagree. And I'm not even just trying to be a boastful person here. I think one of my strongest aspects in this game is my run building knowledge and my ability to go through shops and mostly do the right stuff. Obviously, I make mistakes because everyone makes mistakes, but I don't know. It was still an insightful comment, and I appreciate when people give me insightful comments like that, even if I disagree with some of what they say. But I do disagree. I think I'm goated in shops and run building in general. I think that's probably my biggest strong suit of Skul the Hero Slayer. That and just raw, what's the word I'm looking for here? Raw, not talent, like ability to bring... Why can I not think of this word? It's like when you're able to perform consistently. Someone in the comments will help me, and then they'll say it, and I'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that word. Anyways, it's bomber time. If we get 30 shards going into this next portion of the game, you can bet your ass I'm making this a unique bomber without any shred of doubt. Risky upgrade is really unfortunate. I'm probably going to reroll this bomber and see if I can get either Kaboom or... what's it called? Ignite. Because that's the ability spam bomber build. Also, there's a tornado coming. Or no, it's over here. This guy's a tornado. Eh! That hurt. Also, they told me to stop yelling as much, which is also fair. However, if I do occasionally yell, like I'm not yelling on purpose. I'm yelling because it's a visceral reaction to the game throwing insane bullshit at me. Like, I don't yell to make, like, to be like a YouTube scream guy or anything, you know, like screaming constantly. It just, God, this game is hard and it can be such bullshit. As we demonstrated here, actually, the Dark Mirror is a horrific experience at times. I always say, anyone who plays this game mode has Stockholm Syndrome. It's just true. Like, I enjoy this game mode, do not get me wrong. But goddamn, I have Stockholm Syndrome, and if you don't admit you have Stockholm Syndrome and you're a DM10 player, you're coping. Nevertheless, we continue on. Wow, we are... It's that early gold incense burner. This shop's going to pop off hard. The odds of me finding at least one Fulgent Dawn piece here are pretty high. But would I want one Fulgent Dawn piece? I don't know. Also, we do have the Voodoo Doll, so if I do lose my life here... It's not the end of the world. Also, this is like completely unrelated to Skul the Hero Slayer, but it is related to, I'm sure, something a lot of people are dealing with right now. My allergies are starting to fully act up all of a sudden, and my nose is fucking killing me, man. It feels like I have a hair at the end of my nostril that is not there. There is no hair at the end of my nostril. But if you know that feeling, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it just feels like there's a hair there, and I cannot, like, you try and pluck it or something to get rid of it, and it just won't fuck off. Like, the feeling will not go away. It's the worst. It's the worst. It drives me crazy. This is like the worst time of year for me, basically. Normally it happens before now, but spring came very late this year. It was starting to kind of show up a little bit, maybe a month ago or so, and then a cold front came through and just killed everything. And now it's all coming back, and holy fuck, I'm miserable. Not that anyone cares about that, but this is, as much as this is my YouTube channel to play Skul the Hero Slayer, it's also my soapbox to bitch and complain. Also, sorry for saying that word. I try not to say that word. Nah. Nah as well. We're kind of getting somewhere with this. I'll still say no. I will float here if I have to. I'm floating. Jesus Christ, game. Give me something better than that, please. Golden Whip here isn't so bad, but I should try and find Arson, like this. This could be okay. In fact, this is pretty good even. We get more than 30 gold per room. I'll take it. And this is good too. Fine shop indeed. It's good. Is it incredible? Yeah, no. I mean, we didn't get a dark court shop thing, which is inherently bad. So not ideal, but I mean, it could have been worse. We have a lot of money gain. That's probably the best takeaway from that shop. And a little bit of defense. You can never really go wrong with standard issue Carleon armor. In fact, here's what I'll say about this item. If you're a new struggling player, this is your best friend. It's so good. However, that's not me. I'm goated. Oh wait, I said I wasn't going to boast as much. Old habits die hard. If you guys want my honest opinion of you know, like LeBron James of Skul memes aside, I think I'm pretty good at Skul the Hero Slayer. I don't think I'm the best. In fact, I know I'm not the best. I've seen the Korean and Chinese and so on speedrunning community. They're better than me. But I do think I'm pretty good. But I'm not, you know, the boasting stuff is all a joke. I just want to make that clear for, I don't know, I guess some people didn't realize. Or they just didn't think it was funny. One or the other. I thought it was pretty funny. However, it's over. For now. Maybe if I do something crazy, if I pop off super hard, like I don't know, another Harpy victory or something, then I'll boast. I'll boast so loud and hard. And I think I'll have earned it. I don't think anyone would be mad about that. It's like, winning with Harpy is like, Jesus Christ. I have no plans to do that, by the way. However, I did do a common only challenge run on my stream. And won with it. But, Harpy, in my opinion, is harder than that. Especially in the Dark Mirror. Harpy is that bad. I don't know why the Quint exists the way it does. Devs, could you, I don't know, fix the Harpy, please? Be really kind if you did. Some of us want to have another good transformation Quint. You know, Barlog is arguably okay. Slime is goated. And then you just have the Harpy sitting there. Just being useless. And it doesn't have to be that way. I'd rather it not be that way. Oh, heavens. What is happening over there? No, my explosion! This is why you generally want Kaboom with Bomber, for the record. Not that I think anyone is even slightly in doubt of that. There are good Bomber builds that don't use Kaboom, and we're going to try and get one of them. But it's really hard to pull it off, because it's two very specific abilities. And I don't know if y'all know this. Getting two hyper-specific abilities on one skull, not the easiest thing in the world. Okay, we're just going to let this bomb go off without caring about if it hits anything or not. You can't really force that in a Yiggy situation. Just let the bomb explode. You'll get him next time. Oh my god, Yiggy just... Sleepy Yiggy. That was not good for you. That was not a good moment for you. Not a good look, sweetie. Ow. How many explosions have we missed? We've missed quite a few. I'm sure you guys can hear me just mashing the ability button. I do not like the concentration mechanic on this guy. That's why I wasn't using it there. I'm just not a fan. I'd rather get my basics up by, or my also, okay, never mind. I was about to say this is terrible, but this is here. That's perfectly acceptable. And frankly speaking, World Tree Seed wasn't horrible either, but I'd rather have this any day of the week. Do we throw away the run with the last present? The world's memeiest curse. Excuse me. I was enjoying some ginger ale. Yummy. I don't think so. In fact, it's not I don't think so. It's I know we don't do that. I'd like to win. I'd like to not have to do more than one run because I'm recording late. That'd be bad. However, I don't know what to do here. I guess this is a decent collection desire. Whenever I'm playing arson runs, I don't really know what to do with my arson dark ability synergy because it doesn't work with weakness exposure the way that poison does. Relapse isn't very good with arson either because it lasts so long. On most enemies, it's not going to make a difference. I mean, Collection Desire is just a classic. Start with this. None of these curses are good, so we pass on that. I don't know what to do. They haven't given us much synergy, have they, when it comes to arson runs and dark abilities. I mean, when in doubt, Predicted Pain is decent. Though, in the long term, I want this to be a go-getter run. Maybe we make a small commitment. Maybe weakness... No, weakness exposure is bad. It's bad. Do I float 4? I definitely don't take Put Pocket. Because, like, I want the Lyiana sister strategy to work. This could be... Actually, you know what? This is a time for Kingslayer. Rarely ever do you especially see me take a early Kingslayer. But I'll do it here. I'll also turn this into a rare skull. I'm not committing to mage necessarily. However, turning this to rare can only help me. So, a little bit extra mana. Probably extra mana gain on our basics. Can't really go wrong. Nice. Oh, okay, good. Nice. We definitely need an ability swapper as soon as possible, because risky upgrade is just dog. It's so bad. Is there any risky upgrade defenders out there? I always like to hear different opinions, and I always joke like I just want to talk to you as I'm cracking my knuckles. But genuinely, I think it's terrible. I know it gives like one-shot boss potential, but my argument against that is one-shotting bosses in the Dark Mirror is useless. Like it's Fortnite dunking on bosses, and it's fun, and it's cool. It's what we used to do in normal mode, but the normal mode modes are long gone. Oh my god, the normal mode days are long gone. I said the normal day modes, and I even stuttered during that. I mean, you guys are used to it at this point. But yeah, those days are long gone. It doesn't matter anymore. It is what it is. Things have just changed a lot. And even back then, risky upgrade wasn't necessarily that good. There's so many better bomber builds you can do. Strictly speaking, in my opinion, what you want is, if we're talking best case scenario for bomber, just ignite and kaboom. And you just like, at legendary, you swap out, drop a ignite, and then swap into kaboom. But then again, there is the build we're trying to get to with ability spam stuff with this guy that's really, really good. I didn't know it existed until my audience put me on its scent, and then holy shit, I got to do that, and it was just so powerful. Skull Room, please. We are looking for a replacement for this mage. Probably not bomber. I think I'm committed to the bomber. Even though this bomber's not good, this is a bad bomber. We could do better. We already turned him into a unique, and it always feels bad to not commit to a unique. Like, if you spin the shards to create a unique, you'd generally be better off committing to it. I think a couple of times I've not. Also, this is kind of what I was looking for here. No, not that. This is maybe a treasure 4 situation. More than likely it is a treasure 4 situation. We don't want that. We'll buy treasure 4. And let's see if we can find a good arson item. Game? Bruh, where the arson at, homie? That's good, though. That's really good. Now we ditch the Carleon insignia, and we still keep treasure 4. We can even hold on to treasure 4 for a little bit longer than we might have otherwise been able to, now that we got actual good treasure items. Why did I just do that? I was... That's exactly what I was talking about to not do earlier. Never be so desperate to pull off the explosion, like say you run into a Yiggy head first or something. That's not smart. Don't do what I just did. I promise you it won't work out. We got lucky there. Like, really lucky. We break the Omen. And I suppose... Run for our lives here. Oh my god. What a horrible thing to do with disaster prefix Dark Elite. Never juggle a disaster prefix Dark Elite. Not even once, guys. Don't fall for it. Give me something good. That's fine, I suppose. Ain't gonna complain about money. Everyone needs money. Nice. Bone shards it is. We can upgrade this to unique if we decide we want to, and I probably will. Although, frankly, like I said, we've played a lot of mage lately. That's the only thing holding me back from wanting to commit to this mage. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't like playing the same skull too many times. Though, one of the more interesting changes in 1.7.3 was this character. If we could find the Warlock, that'd be nice. Okay, there's Kingslayer coming into play. I think it actually did matter there. Maybe we can get it here too. He is not Kingslayer. That's crazy. There's the Kingslayer. He just has such little HP. We don't take this. Sorry, Black Steel Dagger enjoyers. It doesn't make sense here. Give me your legendary. Then it would have actually been... We probably should have waited actually for that. My B. Wraith here's pretty good. It gives me a reason to use weakness exposure if we decide we want it. I'm going to hold off on this upgrade. Probably to my demise, because the Lyiana sisters are going to be pretty tough if we don't have anything besides the bomber that's good, you know? And even this bomber is not that good. The Wraith could maybe do some work. God, they really made Wraith good, huh? Isn't that weird? Universally, like, just one of the worst quints. And now it's actually pretty good. There's a lot of use cases for it. Like, I like Wraith now. It's just weird to think about. Like, ever since I started playing this game, this was one of the worst quints in the whole game. Like, for update after update after update, they never touched it. Even though it desperately needed it. And now look where we are. I wouldn't even mind doing, like, a heritage-focused Wraith run, honestly. I think this has enough stage presence to actually be good. If someone requests it, anyone? I think people underestimate the value of damage-focused quints. I've talked about this a lot. Things have gotten better, for sure. Things used to be real bad. Also, we do free plebby here. We have plenty of money to do it. A second chance. I still don't think it's good. It's pretty useless on my my bomber. That's what's holding me back. However, the less NPCs in the pool, the better. Explosive sword. Why is the game doing this to me? It's sending me down all these different paths. It's giving me options and I don't take them because they don't make that much sense. This makes sense though. For the direction I want to build this makes perfect sense. I think it's easy come, easy go. We ditch the treasure for. Except we ditch this first. Right? Yes. Dude. Arson? Hello? I guess we don't need to build arson, but I wanted to. I wanted to build arson, dog. Jesus. Game. Work with me. What's our wisdom? It's 1. Okay, so this is really good. I suppose it is easy come, easy go arson. Oh! Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Oh, dang. We're starting to kind of cook here. Ditch this. We could even ditch one of the artifact items and build to artifact or wisdom 4, which is probably better than artifact 4. Sure. Though this is good. What are my other artifact items? This is dual, which I respect dual a ton. However, watch this. Min-maxing like a champion. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we can even buy a pedestal. We probably keep treasure for now. Since I'm holding on to this mana tech, I may as well buy it. Although mana cycle is useless on our mage. So or I guess it's not. It's actually mana cycle is probably pretty good. Let's buy mana cycle. It's there. All right, good. I don't need the max HP. I don't need it. Nice. Just give me an ability swapper, man. I'm ready to go full ability spam. I'm ready at this point. I've gotten the items I want. Just allow me a little bit of fun here, Skul the Hero Slayer, and I'll show you how well I can build these runs, okay? I will show you the truth, the way, the light. I'll show you. Just gotta trust me. Because I'm telling you, Bomber can do some crazy shit. Also, we kind of have justification for Go-Getter now. Maybe the arson stuff eventually leaves the run, which is fine. Okay. Okay. Check, please. I know it doesn't make sense. I don't care. That was the check, please, for the bomber. Or I mean the. Okay, I'm just gonna land here. That was a check, please, for the mage, who we didn't upgrade. We held on to our hope, and it ended up paying out. Now we have a Lich. This is going to be a good run. I can feel it. Also, I probably shouldn't have used Wraith there. In fact, I definitely shouldn't have used Wraith there. But this is a decent ability spam Lich because we have the Soul Steal, which is a really low cooldown ability. 5 seconds. Really nice. However, I don't like the Ice ability very much. Not a big deal. Just not ideal. That rhymed. I did that on purpose too. We're not at the Lyiana sisters? Jesus. We have a pretty good shot here to get our bomber to legendary, which is nice. If we can just get a rare here. No commons, you jerk of a game. Oh, that's not a common. That is a prisoner. But I'm going to keep the bomber. All right. Really good act. Well, it's not over. I should always be careful to open my mouth before the Lyiana sisters fight. I feel good about this, kind of. One good thing we have going for us here is our swap out of, like, from Bomber to Archlich keeps us still in place. So we're not going to accidentally go flying into, like, a Lyiana sister attack or something, you know? Which is nice. It's something that you probably don't consider when you're, like, choosing your skulls, which is actually really secretly very useful. Something I'm always telling people, there's a lot of hidden things in this game that you don't consider about skulls. One of the biggest things I can think of is basic attacks that send you flying forwards even a little bit are worse than basic attacks where you get to stand still and use them. And there are a million different examples of this in the game. Oh my god, she... Okay. I didn't necessarily mean to do that, but honestly, I don't think it matters. Because we should not have too hard of a time here. And I say that knowing full well that this is Lyiana phase 2. And also just taking a bunch of damage there for no reason. The classic. Ooh! I was trying to swap and we don't have mutant. See, we stood in place there. If we had went flying forwards, we would have hit the beam that was in front of us and taken damage. Maybe even died. It's just one of the little moments that can show off what I mean when I say that. Excuse me. Ginger ale. It's actually, excuse me. Okay, I made sure to not subject you guys to anything nasty there. But I'll keep it a buck. I burped. It's one of the things that holds basic attack ninja back, by the way. Which is a good skull and a good archetype overall. But it does hold it back a bit. Also, I was thinking maybe after image, but it's useless here. Anything basic attack focused is useless. Which means we probably just break a unique and be on our way. They still need to fix Lyiana's sister's chest, by the way. They fixed Joan's chest and gave her a unique and legendary. They have not done that. Or to Lyiana's sisters. OCD? Good lord. I feel like I'm on the outside looking in when it comes to this curse. It's good in the late game. Terrible in the early game. It can just outright kill you. I've lost runs to OCD. I've never shown them to you guys, but I have. They never make it to my channel. So I've filled up my slots. I might end up getting rid of Kingslayer by the end of this run. But for now, it's fine. It's useful. So this is like the least impactful legendary bomber upgrade maybe of all time. But hopefully we can get an ability swapper here and justify it. And even then, it's still good for the record. There is no bad legendary upgrade. But this is one of them that is more questionable if you don't have Kaboom. Okay, let's wait for this. I knew you were coming, Mr. Missile. I knew. And there's a treasure chest here. Though, okay. The world's riskiest treasure chest location. Thankfully, we can stand over here and just do that. Okay. There is no Frieza here. If we could not get a Frieza before we get to the shop, that'd be freaking swell. I'd love that. God, the ability spam on this run is so powerful. Is this shop? It is shop. Okay. We have plenty of money here. Even though we low rolled our doors, not a big deal. What? Okay. Thank you, game. Thank you. That would have been so rude. That is the abandoned. I think I missed one of the shops with this item. If it's up there and I missed it, don't yell at me too hard, guys. Please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I probably missed something great, and my chats or my YouTube comments are like flipping out. They're just losing their minds. We do not have the lunar ring. No. And no. But I would have been too poor anyways. Gotta pay more attention to about money count. Maybe I shouldn't drink ginger ale while recording videos, guys. I apologize. It's not good. It's not good. It's bad. I copped to it. But I was so thirsty, and only the delicious taste of ginger ale, not sponsored, could quench my thirst. But if ginger ale, it just generic ginger ale, not even like Canada Dry or anything, was like just big ginger ale approached me and was like, do you want a sponsorship, bro? You can get like a whole mini fridge of ginger ale behind you. You have to reveal your face though, because we need a picture of you with it. That would be like the time I'm like, you know what? Maybe I consider showing my face here. A lifetime supply of ginger ale, cold, sweet ginger ale. Why am I? I don't know, man. I'm vibing with this ginger ale I have here. It's very delicious. Okay, that missile somehow. Ooh, ability swap. I didn't even see that. Okay, we are definitely at the minimum getting Kaboom here for sure. We have too much money. That is Ignite Kaboom. Burn Kaboom. It's called Burn later. Or maybe they completely changed it to Burn. Either way, that's a perfectly fine result. Sadly, no ability spam on the level of, you know, the run I was talking about, but we can still do ability spam with this setup. Just not as crazy ability spam as you can get with the bomber. But I'm telling you, this will do just fine. It's like, oh no, I got Kaboom Bomber. Whatever will I do? I guess the run's over now. I guess we lose. Like, oh no. There are stupid slimes down here. How obnoxious. Just truly, truly annoying. They don't even drop HP for inconveniencing me. Typical slimes. The only good slime is the king slime. He's nice. And he's really the only other slime besides those guys and the slime quintessence that we see in this game. There's not been a lot of lore explanation about the slimes. Die. Ooh, Harpy? Why do I keep missing these NPCs? Like, I didn't even see her there. I'm too focused, I suppose. I'm in the zone. Nice. Man, dude, this is going well. There are enemies left? It's these little fat guys. Get out of here, dude. I say that with love. Ow. Wait, did they drop the treasure or did I get that? Oh, okay, my chat would have, my YouTube comments would have lost their mind. You forgot one treasure? Oh my god, no! It can't be possible. You have the audacity to call yourself the LeBron James of Skull. My idol. My idol would never miss anything ever. I'm just joking, by the way. The very hyperbolic chat I've created in my strawman. Okay, Kingslayer popping off a little bit. I keep forgetting I have it. Ooh, 2 Kingslayers at once. Give me your legendary right now. Okay, or don't. Oh, oh, oh. Get out of here, Warrior's Gloves. I want the HP, please. Thank you. It's possible to get a dupe from this. And we didn't. We got a common, man. I'll break the unique. It's fine by me. Alright, we're gonna... Ooh, actually, we don't care about skill cooldown anymore. Not as much. I guess we still kind of care about skill cooldown. It's good on Lich. We're doing ability spam, so let's do this. Stats, or like damage percent can come later. We have 666 anyways. The mark of the beast himself. Mr. Beast. Today we're giving 666 shoes to children in Africa. That would be a very interesting video. But actually that video kind of exists already. I've never once watched a single Mr. Beast video. Is that crazy? I don't dislike the guy or anything. I've just never watched his content. It's not for me. I feel like the guy gets too much shit though. Like, he seems like a nice guy. I think people are just haters. I get some of the criticisms though. But still, just be nice. Just be nice. Just be a nice person. If I could impart any wisdom onto my chat, or I keep saying chat because I'm just so used to it. My YouTube channel in general, apologies guys. It's not just about the Twitch chat. It would just to be nice to people. Try and be a decent person. Also, I'm not going for this. I'm going for this. This can go. Try and be a nice, decent person. Impart kindness whenever you can. If you have 2 options before you, and one of them is a mean path, one of them is a kind path, be kind. That's my general advice to people. If you feel like you're doing wrong by someone, you know, try and make it right. That's all I got to say about that. And I know that's generic, boring advice, but it's how I feel. So, like, I don't know why I got into that about Mr. Beast, but I did. That was a weird tangent. Anyways, moving on. Ooh, Hope Slasher. Not the run for it, but it'd be cool if it could show up, but I don't think it does. Instead, we switch our treasure to Mutant. Now we have true bomber shenanigans, which is exactly what we want. New. This is not a Kyrian run. I don't even think it's a Miracle Drug Ferocity run, which that's literally the first time I've ever read that name. I don't even know what this is called. It's called Purple Flurp to me now. One of my chatters called it that, and I thought it was so fucking funny. Jimmy Neutron reference. Any old heads out there? Any Jimmy Neutron heads? Remember the good old days? That show was not really that good, honestly. It was kind of weird and bad. But nostalgia will make you think differently. Still funny, though, that someone in my chat even called it that. I used to call it not lean. It's not lean, but I'm done calling it lean. It's now Purple Flip forever. Like, nothing in my mind will change it. I don't even care what it's actually called. And like I'm going to remember in like tomorrow's episode that the red drug is called the Miracle Drug of Ferocity. I'm not going to remember that. You might remember that. That might even be what you call it amongst like your personal friend groups. I don't call it that. I call it... Actually, I don't even know what to call the red drink. There's no like clever meme names to call it. Because like, what's red? Lava? I guess. But that's not very funny. Like, where's the comedy in that? I don't know. There's zero comedy in that. Okay, as you guys can see, the world's weakest bomber run right here, right now. Let me out. And we have maybe a Dark Elite. Nope. Kind of lucky, actually. Not that that Dark Elite would have posed too much of a threat, but, you know, any avoided Frieza Dark Elite is a nice thing to avoid, essentially. Okay, I am a min-max fiend. I'll be taking that. That tiny speck of gold. And I'll even go back for this. And these. Oh, that's a new fight skip I didn't know about. Not that it matters that much, but you can actually avoid coming down into that pit and not have to fight those dogs or whatever the hell they are. That's pretty nice. If there's any speedrunners watching, you just learned something new, I suppose, maybe. You may have already known. I shouldn't flatter myself. My days of helping the speedrunning scene are long past me. More ginger ale. Probably a mistake, but I'm going to do it. Though, frankly, can you really go wrong with an ice-cold glass of ginger ale? Can you? Think about it. I should be swapping more. I really wish we had the ability spam build, but, I mean, this is going perfectly fine. We need some more damage, though. Which is perfect, because we're about to get more damage. Nice. We have this awkward arson hang around, but with this, it actually becomes kind of decent. We'll take it for now, I think. It's the best thing here, but it's probably still not going to be a... No. It's probably still not going to be a permanent mainstay. I just don't think we care that much about arson. This is the second time we've seen this. Earlier, I was talking about something I wouldn't mind to have a look at. And it wasn't Go-Getter. Was it weakness exposure? It might have been weakness exposure, which I have. Silent Cries isn't... it's not that good either, though. If we were playing the Bomber run, Silent Cries... According to a viewer of mine, it actually makes no difference if you have Silent Cries or not. I don't know if that's true. On the Bomber run I'm talking about, for the record. I just realized that since it didn't make a lot of sense. Like, it made sense in my head, but I didn't articulate it correctly. So, like, to the viewer, they were like, what doesn't make a lot of sense? Or what wouldn't matter? I don't know. That's just how my brain works. Okay, moving on. It's time for Act 4. Fortress Exterior. Fortress of Fate 4-1. I'm still kind of Omen hunting a little bit here. I don't know. I would take the Artifact Omen more than likely. The Wisdom Omen would be nice. Other than that, I don't really know what I want. Can we do some cheese here? Actually, no, we cannot. I was about to see if I could Kaboom Bomber while way up this cliff, but you can't. Because if you saw there, Kaboom Bomber gives you a little bit of a launch. You can actually platform cheese with that pretty effectively, but not that effectively. Okay, I hope you didn't hear that burp. God, I'm so sorry, guys. I apologize for drinking ginger ale. I apologize. It'll never happen again. I swear to God. Like, do not get mad at me, okay, please. I know there's going to be people in the chat, or in the comments, you're very tempted to yell at me. And I understand why you would, trust me. However, I promise I'm learning my lesson. Like, there's just moments where I can't... I don't have time, because I'm too busy trying not to die, to reach my, my mute button on my microphone. I'm not going to do it again. Like, I'm not doing this to be funny or anything. It just keeps... Oh, also, Wraith, good and all. However, Ifrit and Ifrit and Weakness Exposure are very powerful. And also Diorite Circulate. I'm going to stick with Wraith, though. Ooh! Jesus Christ. I said I didn't want to do Arson. What is this? Metacycle Mutant. Do we have... We have Heirloom 3 because of this. What's an inscription I'm looking for? Nothing. I have nothing on this list that I really want. It's too late for this. This is too late as well. Oh, actually. So I lose 30% in the short term, but in the long term, I get Heirloom 4, and then I just get the stats that I would lose from this back. So frankly, I think we do this. The rare Heirloom 4 run. And I'm only taking this because I don't know what else to do with my inscriptions. And I think I pick this and just sell it, even though it's just a rare. I mean, we may as well do something with that item slot there. How many of those did I miss in the 4th act, or Act 3, by the way? So many. Don't yell at me. Or I guess you can yell at me, but I agree with you that I should grab those. But like, how often do I ever miss getting the item there? It's just something I wasn't thinking about during the duration of the run. And also, it's like, whenever I'm recording a YouTube video and trying to do commentary and like playing the game at the same time, like, I only have so much brain power that I can focus on like min-maxing. This is kind of, maybe this is what the commenter was yelling at me about, but I still disagree with them. Like, the odds of there being an item up there that I missed that would have like greatly helped the run are not that high, but I guess that is like a slow down in shops type moment where, but either way, I don't necessarily blame my speed in shops. I blame the fact that I'm trying to be an entertaining commentary guy and also focus on the run at the same time. But if you're watching this video and that's what you meant, touche. Like, I don't know if it's a slowdown in shops type thing, but it's definitely a mistake I'm making in this episode in shops. It's not an episode I would normally make in shops because most of the time I don't have that lingering item up there. Most of the time I don't get so profoundly unlucky that I can't find a single good secondary item in the Dark Quartz area up there. It is what it is. I'm not super worried about it, but like I said, touche. Like, no one is a perfect player, and as you know, all my jokeful boasting was never meant to be taken seriously. That I think I'm like the greatest or anything. By the way, if anyone was wondering what Heirloom 4 does, it's this. Damage dealt to enemies is amplified by 45% while the Mirage is active. Good amp, obviously, like that's powerful, but it's niche, and it's really hard to keep your Heirloom up in the Dark Mirror because there's just so many different sources of damage that can instantly break it. And it's also down for so long. That's why Heirloom 4 is extremely, extremely niche. Really not that good. Leroy Jenkins. Gonna respect him. Though I'm very quickly starting to not hate this guy as much as I used to. I hate how much HP he has, but like I said in yesterday's episode, I think the ninja is officially my least favorite adventurer. And this guy used to be, so I guess he's falling in the ranks. He's still pretty annoying though. And I always say like also I've not used Death Trap this episode. How many people are gonna yell at me for that? Probably a lot, which fair enough. I don't value Death Trap as much as most people, but it's something I should use. Like, it's a mistake that I haven't been using it. I'll use it moving forward, though. All people have to do is, like, people will immediately write their comment complaining. Like, Hax, you forgot X or Y. It's like, I mentioned it later in the episode, man. All you had to do was keep watching. But instead, you wrote a comment. And now, look at you. Egg on your face. Because now you're sitting there. You looked up from you're eating Cheetos. You looked up from your bag of Cheetos. A Cheeto falls out of your mouth like just a comical moment. Because you realize he's talking directly to me. I wrote that comment. You rush down to delete the comment. But guess what? YouTube sends me a notification. Even if you write a comment and you regret it and you end up deleting it, I see it anyways. I just can't reply to it. So I still know you wrote that. I'm looking at you, buddy. You who just wrote that comment. You're rushing to delete it right now. You're panicking. You're Googling, how do I remove a comment from someone's notifications on YouTube? I don't want a content creator to see my comment I wrote in haste, and then he made fun of me later in the episode. How do I fix this? And then Yahoo Answers tells you, you can't. You're done for, kid. He knows. He knows. Ooh. This frees up an item slot, but I'm pretty happy with my items. Wisdom, 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 wisdom. And our artifact items are pretty good. In fact, they're really good. However, this is skill cooldown, which we do want. Which means this can go. And we'll hold that wisdom 5, I suppose. Maybe we'll find a better item to replace the heirloom 4 we have. I don't know. What a weird collection desire, by the way. It's still somehow doing work, despite we have heirloom 4, wisdom 5. I guess we have very thick inscriptions with 2 C's. Okay, damn, dude. Oh my heavens. We're destroying everything. Nice, nice. Am I getting too many bone shards? I need to... That's another thing I need to get better at. Like, I'll critique my gameplay. One thing I need to do is I need to have a better perception of when I should and should not take skull rooms anymore. Because I've had runs lately where I get to the end of the run and I'm like 100 bone shards over the amount I need. If this is a natural legendary, we stop. I think. If only I was a math doer, then I would know. If only I could do the math. But my brain would explode. Because there's so much knowledge already contained up in this dome. If I were to ever do a single shred of math, it would overload my brain and I would explode, like I said. So I gotta protect myself, you know? It's for me. Random box, hell no. I'm looking, yeah, I was about to say, I'm looking for this so I can do this. And perhaps we're done with our skulls now. This is okay. What are my mana cycles? Oh, I have one on the pedestal. This is my other. You get rid of this. Buy heirloom 4. I don't think so. It does give me bone 2 though, to replace the arson 2 I lose. But this is good with go-getter. Though this is... Yes. Now we have mana cycle 3. We buy heirloom on this, I suppose. Yes, we do. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Even though we have the awkward arson 1. Also, I'm going to take one more skull room. One more, okay? That's it. I'm not addicted. I just need this skull room, okay? Okay, I need to remember now that I can occasionally spam my abilities more than once. Okay, something I told people about this room is, if you want to have an easier time in this extremely difficult room, wait for him to start attacking and then run to the sides. It takes a little longer, but the way he usually deals a ton of damage to you is when you're climbing up to these areas up here. And he can't do that if you're forcing him to attack the middle. Can I... You asshole! And now look. Now look at that. Look what you made me do. Okay, I need to wait for him to do this. Okay. Oh my god. See, it falls apart. If you don't do it the right way, it falls apart. He didn't really deal a ton of damage to me, but I gave him the opportunity to deal some damage to me. And that ain't smart. That ain't it, Chief. We haven't seen the slime yet. Slime would be an insane last second thing to happen on this run. Slime? Ooh, that is a nat legendary as well. I think we have enough to... Oh, we have a little over enough, I think, to max here. We were maxed out... Oh, wait. No. We're way under, actually, I think, right? We don't have even close to enough skull shards to max our damage percent, or am I thinking of the Act 3 transition? Either way, it doesn't matter, because the only thing we won't get maxed is HP. But that's not ideal. I'd like to max my HP if I can. For that reason, I think if I'm offered a skull room here, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not that... we still have enough money to... But, like, at least the thing that I want to be... I want to be aware of the possibility of me taking too many skull rooms. At least I thought about it and actively considered the options. Even if I'm wrong here, I'm still happy that I thought about it. So, like, That's really all I want. I just want to be aware of the problem and not be autopiloting. So this is a good step forward. That's one thing I definitely want you guys to hold me accountable for in the comments. If you're one of those, like, you know, helping me get better with my gameplay people in the comments that I usually make fun of, this is one of the cases where it's like, I would actually genuinely appreciate something like this. If my audience would help me with this. Because usually, as much as it annoys me and I make fun of you guys, when you guys call me out on things, it helps me to remember. Which is why I make fun of you. But it's like a give and take, you know. You guys give me advice and make me better, and I make fun of you for it. What a great trade. You guys are just trying to help, and I'm out here making fun of you guys. But it's always going to happen. You can't stop me. Anyways, I think we're way over. Maybe like 50 over, or a little less. I think we were either at 8 or 9 on the damage percent. I don't think we had scaled into HP. Or wait, maybe we did. Where would that... Okay, so we had a common. So we scaled 1 into HP, right? That has to be where this 10 is coming from. So we're going to be 65 bone shards over... Or, no, it's going to be more than that. So I didn't need to take that extra skull room. I should have just done the math. I should have just done the math. Also, bone kind of fucking me there. World's strongest bone inscription moment. I'm joking. I have some bone inscription fans in the audience. I'm personally not a bone inscription fan, but it's not terrible, I suppose. It's hard for me to use it. And that's probably more of a me problem than anything. Let me spam my hand move, please. Okay, we're starting to get to ability spam territory. I actually think Silent Cries goes pretty hard here. I might get rid of Kingslayer here and get Silent Cries. In fact, I think I will. Because I don't think we need Kingslayer here. I think we need ability spam shenanigans. That's a Grace of Lyiana. What's a Wisdom item I don't care about? I frankly don't care about this too much. I don't care about the Heirloom 3, but I hate floating Heirloom. I don't care about the Heirloom 4, but I hate floating Heirloom 3. Gain a 20 HP barrier every 30 seconds. Magic attack increases by 70%, and a barrage of orbs shoot out at the nearby enemies every 5 seconds while the barrier lasts. I really like this item. Like, I really like this item a lot. And I don't care for 30% extra damage on this. And I don't care that much about Heirloom 4. Though maybe I should. Let's just go. Let's go. Let's not touch the perfect, or actually the opposite of perfect inscriptions run. It's like one of the most awkward inscriptions runs I've had in a while. Melanophobia Act 5 is always OP. Always take it. Sell this. Buy this. Let's test it. Oh, that's not popping off at all, huh? And it's not terrible. It doesn't work on our bomber. It's probably better than Kingslayer. Probably. Yeah, we were 1 into this. So all I had to do was do the math. Still hate math, guys. You can't stop me. Go ahead, try, see what happens. Oh, we're so far over, but I still thought about it. I'll try and think about it more moving forward, okay? That's all I care about, frankly. Just thinking about things instead of being on autopilot. So I can truly get good at this game. And live up to my joke I'm not going to make anymore. Y'all know what it is. Alright, we got 4K here. Demonomicon Act 5 seems OP. This is bad. And that's just BM, frankly. That's rude. That's not nice. I could, if I'm feeling frisky, sell this, grab that. I'm feeling kind of frisky. No. Yes. Yes! I'll take that last boost of power. Thank you very much. 9/11. Ruh-roh. I didn't mean to do that. Here's my kit. There we go. It's good. It's powerful. We don't need the voodoo doll. We kept our reassembly pretty much without really any struggle. The hardest moment of the run was like the Act 1 adventure, wasn't it? We almost died during that. Act 1 Part 1 was pretty rough. Everything else since then has been pretty smooth. Unless I'm misremembering a moment. Did we almost die in Lyiana? Act 4 adventure, we got kinda low. But I mean, this run's been very, very, very calm. Overall, just a nice experience. Why do we have so much damage percent all of a sudden? Is it the wisdom? No. What? Okay, it's going down. I don't know. I don't know. I want to keep this damage percent. I want to be well into 1K, please. All right, let's screw this Mother Hubbard up. Fudge him up right now. He's done for. He's done for. Oh, he's getting freaking dunked on, bro. What a guy. This poor, unfortunate soul. And this is the world's weakest bomber run, too. Straight up. It gets way crazier with this guy. This is hitless so far. I just want to point that out. We have the amp from Heirloom going. Is it going to be a hitless fight? Probably not. I'm not trying for it, but we already got our hitless anyway, so it's not like we would really know. You guys would have to tell me, because I don't pay attention to that kind of thing. All right, sir. Not daily sparring. In fact, it's multiple times today we sparred. I lost my heirloom. Here's the tackle. He tried it. Nice try, sir. Oh my god, we got the triple spam. Okay, we're probably taking a hit here. Ha ha! True hitless! Right now it's true hitless. I think we lost to heirloom once. We gave him 2 attacks there. Not smart. That's why I'm at least coming up soon in my upcoming tips video. I'm going to tell y'all not to jump during that attack. If you can avoid it, don't jump. Okay, here comes the siphon. Okay, we're not letting him ult here. That's a hitless right there. That's a real hitless. Let's go. My first hitless of this fight was a cheesy Mercury Hearts build, which we did on the channel, so you guys can see that. However, this was real. And frankly, I'm shocked we did it during that one move. The all-screen slash or whatever, when he's doing like, you know, because this guy's so tall. And small skull privilege is a very real thing I always talk about in Skull. However, if I can do it, you can do it too. That's part of my tips video, which might not be out Friday, by the way. It might be out on next Friday. I don't know. I'm going to kind of take it. I don't want to stress myself and burn myself out. So I'm going to try and not completely destroy my mentality working on this thing. But this is not going to be the tips video from the 200 subscriber days. This is going to be real. It's going to come out. I promise. It will come out. I'm like, it's not, for one, it's not nearly as long as the just general tips and tricks video that I was doing back in the day. But also, I'm already like 5 minutes into editing it. Like, you know, there's 5 minutes of edited and finished footage, so there's no reason to give up on it. Anyways, GG's. What an incredible run. Hitless. We actually used Heirloom 4, which is insane. Not a bad inscription, but it's niche and really physical. Can't use it. Like, try and think of good physical heirloom items. I'm trying. I'm really trying. Mysterious Apparatus is okay. And I mean okay. With a lowercase o. Anything else? I mean, anything at all. I might be blanking on something, but I cannot think. What could it possibly be? I mean, Magic has this, Cursed Live Embers, which we ditched, this. Heirloom is a Magic-based thing for sure. It doesn't matter. The point being, getting Heirloom for it in general is very hard to do. But we did it. This was a really nice last second edition. Silent Cries, I don't know how much work it was putting in. Probably more than I think. It was better than Kingslayer, probably. Here's what I'll say about Kingslayer. If you're new, Kingslayer is your best friend. If you know what you're doing and you get used to this fight, who needs it? But I guess in adventure fights and stuff, it's pretty nice. I don't value Kingslayer that much these days, but it's good. Like, Kingslayer's good. It's just strictly good. You just don't need it if you know what you're doing, which I clearly do. Dude, that Hitless during that running segment, also look, our Archlich in the Let's Go Home lost his pupils, but that Hitless in the running all screen slash segment, that was pretty pog. I did not think, like I literally said, I don't think we're keeping this here. Which also goes to show, and I'm going to talk about it in my upcoming video, that's a very dodgeable and readable move, which is really part of my whole point with this upcoming video. If you're a regular viewer of mine, you might not get too much from it. I've already talked about this. I'm going to try and reach a wider audience with this video of people who don't normally watch me. Hopefully more people watch it, because not everyone knows how to fight this hero. And, you know, if you get to a point of execution, that's the word. Dude, I remember at the start of the video, I was trying to think of a word that I couldn't think of, and someone in the audience was going to say it. I wonder if someone's going to say it. If you watch the whole... I don't care if you say it, by the way, in the comments. You can go ahead and say it. I remembered it at the end. Execution. My execution of strategies and consistency in this game, I think, is pretty good. It's part of why I'm good at this game, is I've just played so much of it. I know what... I just see something happening in my peripheral, and I know immediately what to do. But that's just thousands of hours of experience, or almost 2,000. I'm 1,700 right now. Anyways, enough rambling. The run was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bomber runs are always just an incredible experience, especially with Kaboom. However, hopefully soon we'll get that really interesting bomber build. I did it a while back. I forget what it's titled on my channel. Probably like ability spam, like bomber is the best ability spam skull in the game or something like that. If you want to see that, you can go watch that. But it's back in the 720p 30 FPS days, so... If you're here for the high quality, you might not enjoy it as much, but either way, it's a good watch, and we'll do it again soon. With that, I think I'm done here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll do my usual outro here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.